So when I heard that Clav was catching predators, I'm like, is this gonna be the first ever predator to catch themselves? But over the years, I've seen some pretty bad predator catches, most of them coming from Vitaly. I think his arrest rate is like one predator for every 45 he encounters, and he's only encountered like 46, so... And what most people don't understand about predator catching is that beating up someone is never the same as sending them to jail. This ain't the fucking Godfather, alright? You beating up someone isn't sending them a message. You're actually just making it harder for these guys to be prosecuted. And I'm not saying that these guys don't deserve it, but you can't leave the guy looking like he just went 5 rounds with John Jones and expect the police to be like, nice job, fellas. We know he tripped pretty hard. Nice job. Now they're gonna be like, dog, arrest this piece of shit also. Like I said, this isn't a movie. However, none of that matters if you never actually encounter a predator to begin with. So like most of these streams, everyone involved is heavily unprepared and thinks that a predator will just meet up with a random kid at a moment's notice. Now, while you might think it's that easy, if you ever seen a legit predator sting, you would know that it takes days, possibly weeks to get a predator to meet up with you. Because believe it or not, these guys know the risks they're taking meeting up with who they think is a minor. So unless you're trying to meet up with someone you've already been talking to, then 10 times out of 10 you will not be meeting up with a predator, which in most cases is a fabulous thing. But when that is what you're literally trying to do, you end up making actual predator catchers look bad, making it seem like this is what a standard catch looks like. So I shit you not, for the entire 2.5 hours that they were streaming, there wasn't a single predator that was even remotely close to being caught. You want to know what the highlights of the stream were? I found out that this Ed Matthews guy coughs like a fucking child.
Go in the back. I'll go in the back.
Yeah, dog, you will go in the back. Maybe even the trunk. Dude coughed right into his hand like there aren't diagrams for children saying to hit the dab and cough. You know what I mean? The original dab was invented so that people like him don't spread their diseases to everyone. Like, dog, he's about to cough his tongue out. If COVID-19 started in the UK, he'd be patient 0. But don't worry, I'm sure they gave him some water to clear things up down there. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, it's funny because I'm literally doing that anyway. I've been on drugs for like 6 months straight. It's a daily vlog.
Alright, so that time he kind of did it right. It was a little far away from the face, and you can clearly see him put his arm down before he finishes coughing. But regardless, I'll give that a solid 4 out of 10. But I'm sure this time they gave him some water to get whatever it was out of there.
I don't want to get shot though.
He's right outside?
Yeah.
No, you'll be
Yeah, you guys take a bullet for me. You got it. No, I'll go.
Oh, shit.
Alright, someone get this guy a fucking lozenge. This guy's been coughing for almost an hour. The first cough was at 25 minutes in. The next one was at 48 minutes in. And then this last one was at an hour and 1 minute in. And he coughed in his hand again. The same hand he used to try and get this girl's number while they're actively on their way to meet up with a supposed predator.
Oh my god. Yo, darling, what's your name, sweetheart? Hey, yo, come here. Italiano, where you from? Cuba, what's your name?
This is worse than getting the cheese touch. She's gonna catch the British cough, which is 1,000,000 times worse than the plague. We don't know it yet, but that girl is already dead. But spoilers, I don't meet up with anyone. Like I said, something super fucking weird that Clav brings up though is that he doesn't think that the girl pretending to be a minor is hot enough to be attracting predators. I forgot exactly what he said, but he's like, are these guys really risking it all for her? Implying that had she been hotter, he would be willing to risk it all for her. Like I saw someone in the comments of my last video I made saying that being 20 and dating a 17-year-old is perfectly fine. First of all, you obviously didn't watch the whole video and saw where I said that while you guys may think that's fine, he obviously doesn't if he has to hide it. And second, when he says shit like that while having a 17-year-old girlfriend who he possibly met while she was 16 is just fucking weird, and you're arguably even weirder for defending it.
Yo, you gotta have something funny? Come here.
Me?
Yeah.
Off cam?
No, on cam, just go. Bro, these guys are risking it all to go to jail for this bitch.
They don't give a fuck, mate. Like, these guys, they're risking it. They're hungry, they're evil, mate. They'll do anything.
Bro, but the bait is like, it's like putting shit on a fishing rod and expecting to get a catch.
Mate, you see, these guys are hungry out here. A lot of these men in the chat are hitting. They're not all built like this, mate.
I guess it just surprised me to see that people would ruin their lives over that.
Man, they're just like,
let's be real.
They're gamblers, mate.
Now, while I have been making fun of Ed, I respect him a whole lot more for being like, yeah, imagine ruining your life for that. Is he saying that he can understand what they were doing if the girl was hot? She's pretending to be a minor, dog. You don't get an extra charge if the girl you're meeting up with was good looking or not. What the fuck kind of thought process is that? Like, this is another thing that just shows you what kind of person Clav really is, and you guys will still defend him. He is literally saying that he can't believe these guys would ruin their lives for someone he thinks is ugly. Do you guys not have taste? You know there are beautiful Alright, bleep it out. I need this video to stay up. But yeah, these guys never catch anyone and instead just end the stream after realizing that nobody is going to show up to meet with this ugly girl. Ew! He is weird as fuck for even thinking that. Until tomorrow. Peace.